Welcome, everyone, to the JPEG Podcast, episode 19.
Today is July 13th.
It is the 13th.
Thursday, baby.
Episode 19, dude. Close to that 2-0.
2-0.
And we have a little bit of a
New setup going on?
new setup going on. So we'll give it a shot, see if it works.
Yeah, we'll see. 20, though.
20.
That's coming up.
Yes, I am excited for that. And we do have a few things up our sleeve to tell you about with that. So stay tuned, and we'll get into that towards the end of the
Yeah.
end of the podcast. For show. We were singing Tailspin like
20 minutes straight.
20 minutes before we started recording this for some reason.
Oh, 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 oh.
Da 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 da. Tailspin.
Show me what you really. Pineapple in the blades.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I loved that airplane.
Yep.
It's my favorite. It's like a water plane.
Biplane?
Biplane.
Yeah.
I guess that's what I don't think that is what a water plane is called, or
Sure it is.
an aquaplane.
A biplane.
A biplane, I think, has two wings.
Oh. That would
Make more sense.
Yep.
Hence the name bi.
I'm a ding dong.
Water plane.
Water plane.
It's called a float plane.
Or a seaplane.
A seaplane. Yeah, there we go. Yep. It was a seaplane. Just typing in tail spin plane.
I bet it was a Grumman HU-16 Albatross.
Grumman? North of Grumman.
Yeah, what did I say? Grumman?
Yeah.
Grumman.
Actually, yeah, you're right. Actually, that's what it's modeled after. That's kind of cool.
Is it?
Yeah.
Nice.
I'm seeing the
I
blueprints.
know my...
You know your Grummans, dude.
My Grummans. My Grummans!
Oh.
Oh, I'm glad we're able to look at this stuff.
I'm gonna
quickly.
say, yeah, I was about to say, it's really nice to be able to search for this stuff
Just
right now.
fire it up, not have to worry about what tier of the internet I'm on.
Data is data, dude. So what's the deal?
Net neutrality awareness was yesterday, 7/12.
Oh, I realized it was yesterday, not today. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
If you folks don't know, which a lot of people don't,
Net neutrality.
it is the idea that all data on the internet is treated equally.
Right.
Whether you're on YouTube watching videos, IMing someone, or sending email.
You sent me like a spreadsheet showing me like what the potential could be.
Yeah, that was like a sort of like doomsday.
Yeah, like an idea of
what it could be.
be, and it's pretty awful. So
Yeah, I mean, without net neutrality, sites could be like censored or slowed down, forced to charge extra fees. Especially, it would hurt like new companies that are coming off the ground. They got this awesome idea, but the cost of entry for them to make their site available to everyone would be so high
that they wouldn't even be able to get their feet on the ground.
Yeah, it would be really hard to advertise that kind of stuff.
That's awful.
Or stuff like maybe like Facebook or whatever. If people are like trying to gather for events, either just to have fun or to like protest, the shooting, or any kind of gathering, social media stuff, I feel like it's sort of in peril, or would be.
It's awful. I mean, like just on the page, and we'll link this in the description, but it just says that they want to give big cable companies control over what we can see and do online. So like they'll be throttling certain sites that are, I guess, receiving heavier traffic. Like Greg said, for Facebook, that would be a certain tier.
Yeah, and they already a couple of years ago, there was something where they made Netflix pay internet service providers a little more because so much internet traffic was Netflix video.
Oh yeah, I
remember
that.
It was like 2 years ago.
Because they were saying like Netflix was taking up a certain percentage of like the world's streaming internet or something, and it was a very big amount. But like that's kind of the point of it. I mean,
yeah,
it's available, so why not use it?
It's stupid. Get some more routers and switches in your ISP houses, like
right.
There's no.
That's crazy.
It's unnecessary bottlenecking, and they're charging tolls.
Yeah,
basically on the information superhighway.
That would be nuts. I want to know, like, not only would that affect just the everyday person, but would that affect like big, like the government, for example? You know, like
There might be like some federal regulation that
I know, but that
keeps them out of it. But like companies that are gonna, not care about it are ones that are like, Verizon and
yeah,
companies like Netflix can handle paying for that stuff. But
right,
like I said, the medium, smaller companies are gonna be like, what the fuck?
yeah, exactly. So they're gonna take the biggest hit on this stuff.
So
Terrible.
I signed a petition. I know you signed it.
Yeah, I did too.
This is the first one I've ever done for something like this.
Me too. I've never done something like this, but I hope something happens because that would be awful. I mean, just to be able to listen to our podcast or to hear anything,
yeah,
JPEG,
literally, it allows us to do this.
Yeah,
like
our website would be costing us
more. I mean, it already cost us,
Yeah.
but then the fact that you would have to set up how it's accessed instead of just, hey, it's on the internet.
Yeah, exactly.
So
That's terrible.
it's
Well,
messed up.
check out the link in the description of this video once it goes up, and let us know what you guys think. While you can, go to our Facebook page, facebook.com.
That's a little alarmist. It's what could be.
What could be.
It sets a precedent for bad things to come.
Yeah.
But
I
yeah,
don't know.
let us know though.
Yeah, keep us posted. JPEG Podcast on our Facebook. So, speaking of Amazon,
Who was?
part of that list.
Yeah, they had a big banner on their website.
Oh, for net neutrality?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Okay.
They were like, yo, we need to
Good.
deal with this. Yeah, it is good.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
Okay. See, that's great because they're pretty big. I mean, they're huge.
Giant. Yeah.
So, for them to kind of take part in all of this is, it's pretty telling. But
What about the day before?
the day yesterday was Amazon Prime Day.
2 days.
2 days ago.
Yeah.
It wasn't yesterday.
July 11th.
Oh yeah. Today's the 13th. Wow.
We've been working long hours.
We have. It's been busy, but Amazon Prime Day, July 11th. I got excited for it, but again, it was one of those things that I was like, okay, like really, what could they have on their site this year that is really exciting for me to check out? Admittedly, I did find a few things. I found like a
Jerry.
little micro SD card that I'm going to put in my Nintendo Switch. Pretty cheap.
Oh, did you open that?
I did.
Oh, maybe we'll get into that later.
We will get into that.
Foreshadowing.
But I found a few things here and there. They weren't like major, like, whoa, what a great deal. Just a few things here and there. I know my stepdad, he bought 2 Amazon Echo Dots for like $30 a piece.
I've had that in and out of my cart
Yeah.
a couple times, but I never pull the trigger.
We have one. We got one for Christmas as a gift, and it's okay. But I mean, it's not like
Alexa, shut up.
yeah. It's just it's an accessory. It's not really a necessity. You know what I mean? And that's what kind of felt like Amazon Prime Day was. It wasn't a necessity.
Oh.
But you didn't get anything?
I didn't get anything. The only thing I did was browse 2 times just to see what was for sale.
Mm-hmm.
And I think I entered one of the like sweepstakes for like a MacBook or something.
Yep, I saw those.
Just because I get the notification on my phone. So I'm like, all right, whatever, button push. It doesn't take much.
I know that a friend of mine, he was looking at a 4K 3D whatever TV.
Yeah.
It was a pretty good deal. But again, he put it in his cart and he's like, I may consider it. And then he just kind of, I don't really need to spend that money right now.
And then it was probably sold out anyway at that point.
I mean, it's just surprising how they come up with these days of sale and why. Why on the 11th? You know?
Because it's right in the probably what was before Prime Day, the deadest sales of the year. When people are like, it's summertime most places in the U.S. and they just go out and don't sit at home browsing the computer for things they want to buy.
True. I mean, so again, admittedly, I bought the micro SD cards for my Switch.
Sell out.
To give me more space, dude. Gotta have more space.
For what?
For games.
Oh.
I'll get to it. I'll get to the games that I've unboxed and played. But I did buy a vinyl for $10.
Oh.
It was a Miles Davis vinyl.
Ooh, Miles Davis. That's a
dude.
jazz musician.
Yeah. So, vinyl is kind of making a little bit of a comeback. It's not breaking, I guess.
Records.
Hey. Not breaking records, but it's It's making a good comeback, and I have a nice little collection going. And Steph got me a vinyl player for my birthday.
Is that what I saw in the corner?
Yeah, downstairs.
Okay,
Yep.
all right.
It's called U-Turn Audio, sponsored by U-Turn.
Thanks, U-Turn. I want to reach out to you and say thank you very much for
It's really tight,
marketing.
though. It's seriously really, really cool.
Is this the one you spoke of on like episode 6?
I think so.
From the last
I mentioned
series?
simplicity. It was super simple.
Your friend had one?
Yeah. Yep. Exactly.
Okay.
And it's belt driven, so it's literally the turntable is turning from a belt, like a little rubber belt,
like an engine does with a serpentine belt.
Exactly. Yep. And turns the record, and the needle reads it, and it's awesome. It's super simple. It's got a built-in preamp and everything. I just need to get speakers. That was another thing that I was looking at. You can probably see it on my Amazon on my desktop up there. There's some speakers that I was looking at, because I was like, well, I don't really want to have to plug it into my sound bar that I have for my TV. I want to get actual speakers.
Who wants a Vizeo sound coming out of an analog record?
But then I was just like, but I don't need to, because I'm not in like desperate need of getting. So again, I just think Amazon Prime Day is one of those, like you said, it's just one of the slowest days. So they try and do something to pick up their sales. Whatever. If you got something cool, let us know. Leave us a comment or something about what you got and why you got it. Or if you don't know why you got it, tell us that too.
So last year I did partake in Prime Day.
Okay.
And I got my Xbox One bundle.
Oh, nice. So they had a PS4 bundle.
Yeah, they had all
this year. Yeah,
a bunch of bundles, but that's what I got last year. So that was like $270 or something for the console, like 3 games and an extra controller or something like that. Yeah. So
nice. Okay.
I was like, whatever.
That's cool.
Cheap enough to try Xbox.
To pull the trigger. And you still have it, right?
Oh yeah.
Oh, dude.
Remember, I need y'all's help. Hook me up with an Xbox exclusive other than Master Chief Collection, because I do like that. I did play that.
I just looked at it. I have the Halo 5, Tomb Raider, and Gears of War bundle. It has all 3 of those games in it.
I liked Halo 5.
Okay.
Tomb Raider's all right.
I've not played any of it. It's unopened, so.
What was the other one?
Gears of War, something. I don't remember which.
Gears of War is lauded, but it's not for me.
Repetitive to me. I played one version of it.
It's a little too brown and gray.
Oh, okay. Color hues.
It's just a...
There's no red? I mean, it's a lot of blood.
Well, yeah. I'm just saying it's like a darker game.
Yeah.
I've gotten used to like Crash Bandicoot and Horizon Zero Dawn and stuff like that.
Yeah. Speaking of, you saw it.
Oh, wait. Did you get those on Prime Day as well?
Yeah.
Are you... What?
Yes. I got Horizon Zero Dawn and Crash Bandicoot. I'm excited.
How much were they?
Crash was 31. Came up to 31.
Okay.
Horizon was 49 or something like that. I don't know. I think. I'll have to double check. Maybe 39? 49?
Yeah. Well, what's the... I mean, you're like... Rolling in the dough.
Yeah, right. I wish, but regardless, it was on sale for some reason. It had like a price slash on it, so I picked it up.
Doesn't matter. It's awesome.
It's sealed. I'm gonna play it because I did unbox my Nintendo Switch. I did.
What?
Yeah. No, but I'm excited. I left those sealed for now. And I'll play them. Yeah, those games, and I'll play them later.
Okay. Why did you buy them?
What do you mean?
You could have got them for cheaper later.
I guess, but I wanted to try them because you kept on harping
on them.
Yeah, about how good they were. So,
well,
tell me, we were talking about the iPhone release, or your request for an iPhone.
Well, the Pixel 2 XL. Yeah. Pixel XL 2 has leaked.
Okay. That's been, I guess, in relation to the iPhone 8 that's been recently leaked.
Sure. But this actually looks pretty hot, I got to admit. It's like a more refined version of the first Pixel that came out.
Looks tall.
It does. So that's an interesting thing happening with Android phones lately.
Yeah.
Like the Galaxy, Samsung phones and this.
Yeah.
It's like a 20:8 ratio or something
It's weirdly tall.
It's very long. It's very long.
Yeah, long. Yeah.
But otherwise, I mean, I like the way it looks.
It's got a unique looking back to it.
It's pretty similar to the previous one, the dual pane.
Okay, yeah.
Glass on top and then sort of plastic situation below.
Yeah.
But in this case, the bezels are much smaller on the sides.
Okay.
And top and bottom as well. They were really complaining about how it had like a Jay Leno chin on the previous model, just because it was so fat down there.
Yeah.
So,
they've kind of reduced that down.
Yeah. And what's cool, or an interesting new feature, is it's got a squeeze function.
What?
Yes.
Where on the
squeeze
side?
it? Yeah.
Interesting.
Just you squeeze it, and you can set how much strength it takes to enable the squeeze action that you choose.
What?
And you can set it to do something when you squeeze it.
Interesting.
Like turn on the flashlight or open the camera.
Yeah.
So I'll be curious to see if that takes off as
that's cool.
Something going forward, you know?
It looks like it has the Touch ID thing on the back, like for a fingerprint.
Touch ID is a trademark Apple thing.
Sorry.
Fingerprint reader.
Fingerprint reader, I guess, on the back.
Yeah. That's what I have on mine.
Did you have a Pixel before?
I've never had a Pixel.
Never had a Pixel?
That's basically the Pixel before they were called Pixels, the last generation.
Oh, okay. Interesting.
The Huawei.
Huawei. No way.
Yes way.
This reminds me actually of the front of it. Reminds me of like the Galaxy S8 or something like that.
Yeah.
So that's the thing about those phones is they're kind of like taller, thinner, longer.
Like I was saying, this is a new thing. I don't know why they're doing it that way, but
very interesting. I mean, I'm curious the specs. Did they give anything on like camera specs or any of that?
Oh.
Because I'm not seeing anything in it itself. I guess it's just more of a visual rumor, right?
Yeah, the way it looks. This is just a picture of it.
Gotcha.
There's not much spec-wise.
That'll be interesting, I guess, to find out what, they include along with the new looks, kind of what it'll have on the specs.
Supposedly it's a 2-to-1 aspect ratio. That's weird. That's annoying because everybody just got used to like 16:9, standard widescreen screens. But
moving to the front, we see the star of the show, an LG made AMOLED display.
Right. So the actual screen itself is supplied by LG.
Interesting. Okay. That'll be interesting.
We will see what it has to do. But
additionally, like I mentioned, the iPhone 8, that's kind of been, I guess they've come out with like a mock-up of that.
Or it's leaked.
Yeah, or it's leaked. And I mean, there's cases and screen protectors already being made for it.
I'm really hoping that has touch anywhere on the screen, Touch ID.
Mm-hmm. I don't know if that's going to be the case. From what the mock-up looks like, it looks like it's either A, not going to have any Touch ID.
There's no way.
Or B, it's going to be at the bottom portion of the phone where the home button usually is, but it's going to be underneath the screen. So it's
just like the bottom third of the screen is Touch IDable or something?
No.
Or you think
it's even more defined. It's going to be like this.
Really?
It's going to have, it has like a circle area where you have to put your thumb. I don't know if that's actually going to be true, but that's what it's pointing to.
When I looked at it, it was just a plain old screen.
So the one I saw from Unbox Therapy, shout out to Unbox Therapy, another YouTuber on YouTube.
Subscribe, like our stuff. Unbox Therapy.
But basically, it's the whole entire screen. I mean, basically, the whole real estate of the phone is taken up by screen.
Right.
Which is tight.
It is tight.
At the bottom portion where the home button normally is, it just shows like a circular outline of what the home button, where the home button would have been, but it's just flush with the screen now. It doesn't dip in. It's not an actual
at
button.
all times.
Right. Yeah.
So even if you're watching a full screen movie, there's like a
no. I'm assuming it's gonna disappear. Like if you're watching a full screen movie, but like I guess like if you put your finger near that section of the screen, it'll show up or something. There's a lot of questions. It's a lot of like, well, is it gonna have Touch ID or is it not?
Well, what the heck? It's got to. If it's not Touch ID, it's got to be some sort of fingerprinting otherwise, because
Maybe. Yeah.
I couldn't imagine. I cannot have a phone without it now.
And that's kind of Apple's thing. They didn't want to put it, at least from what the mock-ups were, they didn't want to put it on the back because they're more about streamline. And if you know Apple, they like to be different. And
I will say I love having it back here.
really, okay, I'd be curious
You
to
just, you just hold your phone like this and
use it for a day, but I just wouldn't.
Because if you're at a cash register or something,
Mm-hmm.
and you have to reach
Oh,
down
yeah,
here,
to slide it your hand down.
it's such a
yeah,
uneven,
unbalanced. Yeah. That's true.
But whatever.
Well, all rumors to come, though. It's going to be an interesting year for new products and new devices.
Yeah, come October.
Yeah.
That'll be really.
I mean, this
pretty much every single podcaster that we do
right
will be a new
something
device.
new. I mean, we got the Super Nintendo that we talked about last episode too. Check that out.
Oh man,
This Christmas,
Super Famicom.
I'm telling you, this Christmas is going to be. You better bring the bills.
Save your wallet.
Right.
Who cares about a Steam sale?
Right. Because you're going to need it. I mean, obviously, you might not actually need it, but you're going to need it.
Oh, yeah. You're going to take it. You're going to keep pushing it in things, and you're going to need it until you get it nice and, whatever.
I am going to move on to the Switch, though. I did unbox that.
Did you open it?
Yesterday.
And what games did you got?
Day before yesterday, I'm sorry. I got Zelda, and I have Mario Kart, but I only opened Zelda and started playing that.
Oh, give me your impressions.
I'm going to give you my thoughts, because I'm a little, first of all, I'm having a hard time getting used to the controls. So, they're easy, right? I know they're easy. But figuring out which button is jump, maybe I can map them differently. Maybe.
I had a problem with that too.
Okay, so maybe I can map them differently. I don't know. I haven't checked yet, but I'm having a really hard time remembering what jump is. I almost slashed this dude that was like a friendly guy.
The old man?
Yeah, the old man near the fire.
You can't hurt him.
Well, he was like, "Hey, whoa, careful!"
Careful.
I meant to put my weapon away, but I started swiping in front of him.
Oh no.
And then he said you can roast apples over a fire, and I'm like, I don't know. I'm standing on top of the fire and hurting myself. I'm like, I don't know how to roast apples.
It's annoying. You have to get apples and you have to go put it in the fire.
I don't know how. I figured out how to hold the apple, but I don't know how to
You walk up to it, and until it says A to put in fire or whatever.
Jeez, I couldn't figure it out, and I was having trouble with that. Additionally, I was having trouble with just I went through 3 different weapons already, like you said.
How much does that suck?
To just have the weapon be damaged, and I was like, okay, the weapon says that it's damaged. How do I fix it? Because I'm thinking, my first intuition is okay, the weapon is warning me saying it is badly damaged. Awesome. So that means it's a warning system. So that means I can do something about it. I go into the inventory, and it's just drop, equip, or cancel. And I'm like, what? So I can't repair it?
At least not as far as I went in the game. No.
Okay, so I don't know what I'm doing. I mean,
it sucks too, because it'll tell you it'll warn you, but it could be 1 hit left and it breaks, or 3 hits left and it breaks.
Yeah. It's frustrating because I'm just jumping into it, and it's already wow, I've gone through 1 million different weapons. Do you get more inventory slots eventually, or have you gotten that far? Because
I'm sure you do, but
okay. I think maybe you have to download that or something like that. I don't know, because I'm running out of space.
No, you don't have to download it. I'm sure you get it later, but I just learned to stop picking up everything.
Eventually I stopped.
Because I started picking up every single fucking thing.
Yeah, I picked up 1 million sticks.
Yeah.
So
I don't pick up sticks no more.
It's tight though. I mean, just the mechanics, how you can pretty much almost break everything is cool.
Yeah.
Chop down every tree you want.
Yeah. Cut a little circle in the grass you're standing in.
Yeah. It's so the animations are pretty tight. The game mechanics are a little tough to get used to. Moving the camera around is kind of hard, but I'm pretty early and pretty green, so I'm sure there's more frustration to come.
But how far are you?
I just raised the tower.
The first one?
Yeah.
Okay.
And
that's...
There's some voice talking to me saying, "Remember, Link, remember." So
probably Zelda.
Yeah.
Well, let us know
next
week or 2 weeks.
I will, for sure. I'm excited because I like the concept of the Switch, and I like what it's about. I love how you can put it in your TV or put it in your hand. It's really awesome to me. And the quality of this thing is really nice. That's one thing that I will say is that the quality of the Switch and the buttons and the controls and all that stuff is really good.
Did you get your yellow Joy-Cons?
Not yet. They'll be here either this week or next week.
Okay.
So,
I'm curious to see what they look like in person.
Yeah.
If they're like neon yellow or more like
they're supposed to be
traditional yellow.
Neon yellow, but yeah, I'm hoping it's not traditional yellow. But yeah, I'm hoping they're neon.
These be Pikachu cons.
It's a great system, and the concept idea of it is awesome.
I have almost beaten Lego City Undercover.
How do you like that? How are you enjoying
It's actually my first Lego game.
Okay.
It's actually funny.
Is it?
Yeah, it's
some good comedy.
It's in the same vein as the movies. Maybe not as funny, but
yeah,
on its way to being that.
That's cool. But it's free roaming and all that jazz, right?
For the most part, yeah. It's
okay.
I think I described it as like Grand Theft Auto in Lego form.
Yeah.
And, PG.
Yeah. Okay.
But it's fun.
Cool.
It can get a little
repetitive,
stuttery.
Okay.
Like the frame rate
really
drops if you're looking out across a far distance. Yeah.
Interesting. I wonder what would fix that, or if anything.
Probably nothing. It's not a new game. It's new on the Switch, but it came out like 2 or 3 years ago.
Oh, okay.
On the Wii U.
Okay.
So, but I like it more than Zelda.
Did you get rid of Zelda?
Yeah.
You did?
Yeah, I traded it in.
What did they give you for it?
The guy was like, "Really?" And I was like, "Yeah," but I loved Horizon. And he was like, "Oh my god."
So then he just bypassed what you were returning. So.
Yeah.
Perfect.
We were talking about like E3 and the announcements, whatever. I think I got like $35 for it.
Okay.
Which is not.
It's not terrible, but it's not great.
No.
GameStop is going to turn around and sell it for $50.
Yeah, 55 probably, because I think it's 60 new, right?
I think so.
But I don't want to deal with selling it to somebody for like $10 more.
Yeah, exactly.
I'd rather just whatever.
Get rid of it.
Oh yeah.
I was actually intrigued by the cartridge. I was like, this is different.
Oh, it's like
tiny,
1 inch.
Yeah, and it's like a different shape. I've never seen anything like that.
It's like a thick card.
Yeah, a thick SD card.
Oh,
whoa, yeah.
Whoa!
We're jumping into Tinseltown time.
Tinseltown time.
In parentheses, echoes.
Right, it is.
So Tinseltown time. This is a segment of our podcast that we like to talk about movies,
Hollywood. Well, also like
Hollywood,
television.
The works,
the silver screen.
Yeah.
So I know you don't watch Game of Thrones.
Goat.
Because you a sucker.
Dude, I stopped at season 3.
I know, you a sucker.
Sorry, bruh. Goat.
What's cool is, what do you keep saying goat for?
Game of Thrones. That's what people...
Got?
Yeah, got or goat. But that's what people call it.
I was like, greatest of all time?
Well,
It might be greatest of all time show, maybe. In preparation for the season 7 premiere this Sunday or
God,
Monday?
7?
Maybe.
Are you kidding me? Continue.
They sent, 5 White Walkers down to walk around London.
What?
It took them each 4 hours to get into costume.
Jeez.
And they walked around. One of them was on a horse, and the other 4 were on two each side, and they were walking around London.
That's tight.
And that's just to promote the new season. No, season.
So, in my defense, I don't know what these guys are.
I know.
But
spoiler alert,
we
Jerry.
have those Game of Thrones lovers out there. You guys know exactly what these are. One of them's a blue hue. He's not like super white.
Yeah.
He's like the leader.
Yeah. Yep.
Okay.
He's the king. So let me ask you this: if you, since you're not in the know, you and people like you, what if you saw them, like when you were going out to lunch in London?
I would have thought, is that Lord of the Rings? First thought. Second thought, I would have been like, what are they doing? This is Star Trek? Third thought, or second thought, third thought would have been like, they're zombies.
Oh, you wouldn't have got scared though?
A little bit, because I'd be like, why are these dudes dressed up? But then I'd be like, well, their costumes actually look legit, so it's for something.
Or what if they were like real? Like a real
boy?
Yeah.
That'd be scary. I mean, seeing them walk, I'm assuming they're bad guys?
I don't know, Jerry. They're White Walkers.
Okay.
But
during their journey, the leader sat astride a horse.
Sat astride a horse.
Winter is here. Okay, so White Walkers, are they for winter?
No, they're for the new season of Game of Thrones.
I know, but like, are they only for like winter territory?
I'm not gonna.
Okay.
All right. Do you remember the wall?
No.
In the north, there's a wall.
Last episode I saw, she got her dragon egg stolen. The main girl lady.
Whatever. I don't even remember that part. Next song.
Well, what did you think of this? I mean, it was kind of tight because
it's really cool.
Yeah.
I wonder why they chose London.
That is unique. I mean, but there's no significance to London as far as the show is concerned,
other than having British accents on all the characters. But no, a lot of the actors are from there, I guess.
Maybe their design costume studios from there too.
Could be.
Know.
Why didn't they have like simultaneous taking overs? Like one in New York, one in London, one in
Yeah, that was gonna be my next question.
Punxsutawney, Pennsylvania.
Did they do it like somewhere else?
No.
Leesburg, Virginia.
No. No. Just put an N before that. No.
That's curious. Very curious. I mean, maybe they'll start popping up in a neighborhood near you.
I need to get psyched about this season. I'm completely not. I haven't watched any trailers or anything.
Oh, okay. So but you're caught up.
I'm caught up.
Okay.
I hope a YouTube fan makes like a what you've missed up to this point. Even though I haven't missed it, but like
right.
A recap
to get you up to speed. Well, another thing in Tinseltown that I wanted to talk about was Spider-Man Homecoming.
Did you see it?
I saw it. Did you see it?
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. Yes.
Yeah.
Peter Parker's pretty young, dude.
Oh, he was younger than I thought he was going to be in the movie.
Yeah, for sure. Like early high school. I think he was like a freshman.
He started off as 14
Sophomore.
and ended up 15 at the end of the movie, I think.
Something like that. But
that was tiny.
Not too much of a spoiler, but he was interested in an upperclassman. It's like, that's not the
also
original Spider-Man story.
Where the hell is... Yeah, MJ.
Right. So, again, my thoughts... That's what I'm going to go over. My thoughts of the movie.
Spoiler. If you do not want to hear a spoiler or see a spoiler alert, please pause and skip to the end of the podcast.
Thanks for listening.
Thank you for your cooperation.
So my thoughts of the movie: great graphics, interesting storyline. I liked the comedy. There wasn't as much Iron Man as I guess posters were
the Iron Man
showing.
The one poster with all Tony Starks?
Yeah. But I thought the idea was great. Like, it was a good movie. Overall, it was a good movie. Some people are arguing it's better than Wonder Woman too, which I'm not sure.
I don't know.
Completely different.
I liked it a lot.
Yeah.
It was a little lighter.
Yeah.
More light-hearted than
exactly
some of the previous ones, which is nice, and it's still good.
Yeah.
I thought Michael Keaton was a good bad guy.
For sure.
He's got a good, there was the one when he answered the door.
Oh, dude, the whole theater for
us. Yeah, us too. They were like,
what? Yeah. The whole theater.
He was just like cleaning a dish or a knife or something as he answered the door. I was like,
oh my God, Tom Holland. I love how he's just standing there. He's like, yeah, whatever.
It was so perfect. Okay. It's exactly how, everybody, all of us were
reacted.
feeling.
Yeah.
At the time.
It was so good.
At first I thought he was, he had gotten in the house and was acting as the dad.
Yeah. I was super confused, but then I realized, I was like, oh my God, he's the dad.
Like the actual dad.
And he has no idea who this kid is.
Correct.
Who's been actually screwing with him the whole time.
Right.
So very interesting. And yeah, like you said, the whole theater for us was just like, what? Oh my God.
That scene was actually beautiful because even in the kitchen, as Peter was like, and the whole theater was like that.
Yep.
It could. I assume the dad, Michael Keaton, was reading it as just like, he's just a
He's
young
nervous
kid. He's got a nervous kid.
It was perfectly played.
That's like beautiful.
Exactly.
To me.
Yeah, and even in the car too, like up
Right,
to the point
up to
until
the very
yeah. It was perfect.
God, that was intense.
Yeah.
The whole set was intense, and it just crescendoed to the. Let me talk to him.
Right.
While you go inside.
Yeah, and then it just got real scary, and then that's when because that's the thing. It was like there was no real music cue of like this is scary. You need to get scared. It was more of like a crescendo of silence of to kind of go along with Peter Parker's silence of like, oh my God, what am I?
Yeah.
Are you kidding me? It was good. It was really good. And I like the sidekick idea, but I think it was like a little on the annoying side. That was my only gripe, I would say. But
which part? Like
the man in the chair, like when he's at school and he's on like both computers and stuff. He's like, I'm looking at porn. It was funny.
I guess I don't know. I liked it because he was like in the beginning of the movie he was joking about it.
Yeah.
And then he actually did it, and he was like,
yeah.
You could tell he was like,
really,
ugh,
yeah,
this is too much work.
Really into it, but then like, wow, this is overwhelming.
Right.
Yeah.
I don't know. He was a funny guy.
Very good. I think it was a good movie. And it was on the really realistic spectrum too, like where he's Spider-Man. Obviously, he can grapple onto anything, but if he's in suburbia, what is he going to grapple onto? He's going to just have to run. Which
is what they did.
So
he did Ferris Bueller style.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Right.
Wow.
That's so good.
That's a great movie. If you haven't checked it out, go see Ferris Bueller, sponsored by Ferris Bueller.
Matt, what's his name?
Underhill.
Matt Underhill.
I don't know what his name is.
Matthew Broderick.
Is it Matthew Broderick?
Yeah. Shout out to Matthew Broderick.
Yeah, dude.
Godzilla 1998.
Dude. But I know there's a lot of other good movies coming out. Was there anything on like the previews that you saw that you were like, oh, I have to see that? There was one movie that I saw that I was like, I don't know how I feel about it. It's funny. It was Jungle Book. No, not Jungle Book. Jumanji. Did you see a preview for Jumanji?
The Rock?
Yeah, The Rock and Chris Hart or Kevin Hart. Is that his name?
Kevin Hart?
Yeah,
the comedian.
Yep. So it's
they're doing another movie together.
Yeah.
I didn't see the other one.
So there's another Jumanji coming out.
Okay,
and it's gonna be really comedy based. So I'm not sure how I feel about it because like the first Jumanji was, really good.
It was like action adventure with a sprinkle of comedy.
Yeah,
just a sprinkle.
This is like Kevin Hart comedy.
Yeah.
With very screaming and like, what do you mean I can't go to the water? What you gotta go to the water? I'm a man with a backpack. Yeah,
punch in the face. Okay, which one will you do that?
Yeah. And The Rock, he's
like the straight man,
but then he like plays a comedic role too. So it's just I don't know.
I'll give it a shot, but
Jumanji.
Any that you wanted to see?
Yeah, well, okay, so no, I wanted to see Jumanji. That was one of them. But
so you do want to see it?
There was another one. It was a scary one. It was I Wish or something. It looked scary, but there was nothing you saw.
I was reminded of the next Thor Ragnarok movie.
Okay,
that looks cool.
Yeah,
I love when Hulk comes out and he's like,
hey,
I know him.
We're coworkers.
And
that looks good. He has his haircut.
He looks so handsome.
Mm-hmm. Not that he didn't already.
No, but it's different.
Yeah.
And he just looks very clean and handsome.
Yeah.
Like there was a poster of it. Not a poster, like a cardboard cutout.
Yeah.
As we were walking out, and I was like, that guy, damn.
Dude.
What else did I see that I wanted to... I should have took notes.
I almost felt like taking notes, but I didn't.
Oh.
We went to the theater in Sterling, Dulles Mall Theater. I'd never been.
I haven't.
There was a lot of young kids, so like...
Dude, if you go 2 miles west on Route 7 from where you were,
yeah,
like 10 minutes,
yeah,
if that, Alamo Draft House.
Yeah, we've been there before.
That's where we go for every movie.
We saw Guardians of the Galaxy there. Really good.
The only knock on them is they don't have like the fully reclining chairs.
Yeah. But I like how you can order food and all that stuff.
And they're Nazis about shutting up.
Yeah, making
They'll
you quiet.
kick your ass out, too.
Yep. And they say that at the beginning of the movie.
They're iron fist about it. They're like, 2 complaints and you're out and money's no refunded.
Yeah.
And then they play like phone calls of people who call them back bitching about how they didn't kick them out.
Yeah.
Like, I appreciate that.
I do too. And the prices are actually reasonable.
It's $12.
Yeah. So check out the Alamo Draft House in Ashburn.
Sponsored by them.
So, yeah, sponsored by Alamo. Thanks, dudes. That area, by the way, One Loudon, is getting built up.
No.
It's amazing. I know a lot of our listeners aren't from this area, but this is an area kind of like 30, 40 minutes away from us, I would say.
The one guy in the UK.
Yeah.
Or gal.
Shout out to the one guy or girl in the UK.
UK.
Everyone in...
Jerry was born in Harrogate.
I was born in Harrogate.
Little village on the north side.
Yes.
Is it?
It's sort of.
I just kind of, I don't know.
It is northern-ish.
Yeah. Right?
Yeah. So, yeah, I think that wraps it up, though.
Yeah.
Thanks everyone for listening. I mean, we're gonna hit episode 20 here soon, so we're gonna be doing some giveaways. We'll give some more info on that later. But we do have social media links that we want you guys to reach out to.
Bang on them, boys.
Yeah. So we got Twitter, JPEG_podcast for our Twitter account, Facebook, JPEG Podcast, Instagram is JPEG Podcast as well. YouTube, we've mentioned this before. We need 100 subs.
100 subscribers, guys, please. We need a vanity URL.
We're at 8. I think we're at 8 right now. So
smash that motherfucking subscribe button.
Yes.
Get us up to 15.
Yes, dude.
15. You ain't gonna do it.
On top of that, though, hit us up on any way that you listen to podcasts. We're on iTunes, Stitcher, Pocketcasts,
Podbay, Podbean,
with an N.
Podcast Addict.
Yeah.
Google Play Music.
Any of that, dude. Oh, hit them, dude. Hit them.
Just YouTube. You can listen to it.
Yeah.
And most of all, just hit us up on the JPEGpodcast.com
for our website with all that content.
It's the portal.
The umbrella.
And it leads you to every other social media aspect of our world.
Everything you need to know about us is there.
Yes, very much so.
Thank you, everyone, for listening. I'm Jerry.
I'm Greg.
And we'll see you in the next